High up in the Himalayas, there's a small country called Bhutan. It's a place full of mystery and magic. They call it Druk Yul, which means the land of the thunder dragon. Bhutan is pretty cool because it mixes old traditions with new ideas. When you think of Bhutan, picture giant mountains covered in snow and beautiful valleys with lots of green plants. These amazing views have been around for a really long time and people have always loved them. The way Bhutan looks has shaped its history and culture. Because it's surrounded by the tall Himalayas, Bhutan has been kept separate from other places. This means they have a unique way of life that has been protected for many years. The valleys in Bhutan are very fertile, thanks to the rivers flowing down from the mountains. These valleys have provided food and everything else the people needed for generations. Being so isolated has made the people of Bhutan very close to each other and their country. They also feel a deep connection to nature. Bhutan's history is full of exciting stories and legends that have been passed down for many years. People have found really old objects that show people were living in Bhutan over 4,000 years ago. It's believed that groups of people who traveled around a lot were the first to live there, and over time they settled down and started their own little communities. A big change happened in Bhutan around the year 700 AD when Buddhism came to the region. A very important Buddhist teacher named Guru Rinpoche is believed to have brought this new faith to Bhutan. They say he even tamed the local spirits and built the first monasteries, which are like special buildings for Buddhist monks. This is how Bhutan's special kind of Buddhism, called Vajrayana Buddhism, began. In Bhutan, Buddhism is a big deal. It's not just a religion, it's like a guide for how they live their lives. Everything in Bhutan, from the art they make to the buildings they construct, even their everyday routines and what they believe in, is touched by Buddha's teachings. All over Bhutan you'll find these incredible buildings called dzongs, which are like monasteries. They're important because they're not just for religious stuff, they're also like town halls and cultural centers. These dzongs are built without using any nails or even blueprints, which is amazing. Every year they have these awesome festivals at the dzongs called chechus. Imagine lots of colors, music and people dancing in cool masks. These festivals are a big celebration of what it means to be Bhutanese and their faith. For the longest time, Bhutan was like a secret hidden kingdom. It wasn't until the late 1900s that they started to open up to the rest of the world. Since then, Bhutan has been trying to become more modern, but they're doing it carefully so they don't lose their special culture. What's really cool about Bhutan is that they care more about their people's happiness than just being rich. They call this idea gross national happiness. The whole world has noticed how Bhutan is doing things, and many people really admire their way of life. Bhutan shows everyone that you can keep your traditions while still moving forward in the modern world.